Another super fast NVMe drive on the channel. This is the Phixero H7400, and as the name states, 7400 is the speed here on this drive that it's claiming to achieve around 7400 megabytes read and 6500 megabytes write. We're gonna install it right away in this brand new HP pre-built, which I'm gonna do a separate series of videos, as you guys know. And if you have been with my channel for a while, you know that I like this kind of combination. But huge thank you to Phixero for sending me this drive for checkout. This is 1 terabyte version. We're gonna go straight into the unboxing. We're gonna look what's inside the box, what are they providing here. What we have inside is 232 layer of 3D NAND TLC memory. So you will see how that performs. But yeah, again, let's go ahead into the unboxing. We're gonna throw it in the install and check out the speeds, obviously talk about it in the conclusion. Hey guys, welcome back to our Sense channel. My name is Ivan, and today we're looking at the Phixero H7400 NVMe drive and interesting results here. We're gonna check them out right away. Let's quickly unbox the NVMe drive from Phixero. 1 terabyte and with speeds up to 7400 megabytes per second, really high end, really high speed. We're gonna test it obviously in a brand new computer, actually a computer that has not have anything on it, so I want to keep it as clean as possible with the cleanest Windows install and see what kind of maximum speed we can get on this drive. Some information here on the back you can see about the company, about the drive. Let's see what's inside. Excellent. So what we have inside is the user manual right here. We have the provided screw even, which I really like, and in addition to the drive we have a little screwdriver taped in the back, which is always great to have. The drive is on one side, right here. Typical NVMe drive. I like their dark shaded sticker on top of it with the model number. We have the rest of the information, serial number and everything else on the bottom. And on the other side, we have the heat spreader, again, branded with their name. I really like this kind of a matte gold color. And of course, there's the provided thermal pad that you can put on top of the drive if you don't have already a heat spreader on your motherboard. And just like that, put it on the heat spreader and then put the NVMe drive on the other side. And this is how it's gonna look, nice and clean with the thermal pad and the heat spreader right on top. Excellent packaging by the company, I have to say. I love when I see companies providing the full package, including the screwdriver. I mean, they didn't have to do this. They could have just said, oh, well, everybody will have a screwdriver, but no, they actually gave you that small screwdriver. Really actually good quality screwdriver that you can use and install it right away on your computer and not worry about it. We're gonna go into the installation process. We're gonna run some tests, obviously. We're gonna talk about it at the end in the conclusion. Here's a spot where my new Phixero drive will go. We'll see very easily accessible in this Omen 16L. And after a minute later, I've installed the already included heat spreader in this kind of a gold color, bronze more like in between gold and bronze. I really like that. It looks really nice and has the thermal pad inside. So just as easy as that, super easily to access. Make sure you align everything and just push it all the way through so all the pins are in contact. And because I have a screwdriver with a little magnet over here, I'm using the provided screw by Phixero. Just align it nicely, push it all the way down and screw it in place. So that's all you need to do. The easiest upgrade when it comes to storage in pretty much any computer, as long as you have a good easy access to the NVMe drive slot. And on this HP Omen 16L, it's very easily accessible. Now I have an extra game storage here, 1 terabyte. And I'm gonna fire it up and see if we can run some tests and see how the speed is. All right, you saw the unboxing, you saw the installation. I'm gonna show the results of the tests right now, and you're gonna see them on your screen while I'm talking. But to be entirely honest, this is the fastest drive by far I have ever tested in my household. And I'm sure a lot of you probably have seen higher speeds. Again, it all depends on what kind of hardware you're using. I use that drive in the 2 different Gen 4 PCI Express computers. This one is brand new. That's why I wanted to test it, because brand new, nothing has been installed. It's not been bogged out. It's not been cluttered. It's brand new, just opened, freshly installed Windows on the main drive, threw this one in here, and actually I got the highest speed on that specific computer. Now again, everything depends on your personal environment, temperatures, how much ventilation that drive is getting, what kind of hardware you're using. If you're using the highest possible, the highest level hardware currently, you know, higher level AMD chip or higher level Intel chip, you're probably gonna get a better speeds than me. But this is kind of an average user situation where somebody can just wants to expand their storage, grabs that kind of drive, throws it inside a pre-build or a modest computer that still has the PCI Express 4.0 and sees the speeds in there. So touching close to 7,000 megabytes read, to me, again, it's astonishing. Yeah, the company's advertising 7,400, but honestly, like I said, if you've seen my channel videos before, I've tested many drives in the past with similar configurations. I have never been able to achieve that kind of speed. And 6,900, over 6,900 on the read speeds for me is incredible. In fact, it's much faster than the default or main Samsung drive they have inside here. And the difference is over 1,000 megabytes read and 1,000 megabytes write. So yeah, the Samsung drive is fast, but that Phixero drive is much faster. And actually it's very good because now I can load all my games here and the loading time will be seconds without any problems. So big thumbs up for Phixero's drive. Honestly, I was pretty surprised. I wish I could have got better speeds, but again, I tested with another freshly built computer that is with somewhat latest hardware, but this one is actually better when it comes to the latest and greatest, I guess, because we have 14th generation Intel inside, more specifically 14400F, and we have 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. And again, this is PCI Express 4.0. So this is the maximum speed I can get, and I'm actually pretty pleased. And under $90, 1 terabyte Nvme drive with the included screwdriver, screw, heat spreader, everything else. I think it's pretty awesome. And yeah, I'm sure if this drive is in a perfect environment when it's really cold, a lot of air is blowing onto it, and it's one of the highest spec computers, I will probably reach out the advertised speeds. But to me, it's still pretty amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Check out some of the links in the description below. It helps me tremendously to show you videos like this regularly. Stay tuned to the channel. There will be a big number of series of videos on this specific computer right next to me. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.